Hey Polarinos. Let's talk about seasonal affective disorder. So, seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is sort of, I suppose, a type of depression. It essentially means that your symptoms worsen based on a seasonal change. Now, for the vast majority of people with seasonal affective disorder, this change is summer to winter. Which, logically makes sense. There's less light, the days are shorter, people often have a variety of vitamin deficiencies because they're not seeing the sun, especially here. But I get sad in the summer. Now, in amongst the many, many jokes I've made about the fact that this is just because I'm so northern and not adapted to any kind of summer, I'm struggling. I've been very open on this channel about the fact that I've had depression, and frankly it is better managed now than it has been in my entire life. That's for a mix of reasons. I'm on medication that agrees with me. I'm getting a little better at doing things to look after myself. I think you can only learn those with time. But it's still there, it's always there. And in the summer it gets worse. So what does that mean for me? Well, it starts with just basic lack of motivation. And now everyone obviously has days where they can't motivate themselves to do anything. There's sort of a vision that a lot of people have of people with depression where they can't leave their beds. That has very rarely and only at my worst happened to me, but it certainly impacts what I'm doing. Normally on Tuesdays, which are my filming days, I am up 2 hours before work filming a video. I'm filming this after work, after a few hours of convincing myself, hence the lighting being worse. But I think it's important to talk about this because this isn't just something that happens to me. Whilst a very large percentage of cases of SAD are in people who struggle with the winter months, it's very rarely talked about that this happens. And any percentage of people it's happening to is still people who are struggling. And I know every year as we're sliding out of summer and into winter, I see all of the memes, and I'm usually at the point where I feel slightly better for the first time in months. And I don't know. And I can't explain why. Fundamentally, I love summer, I love the sun, I love having more time to my day. Granted, I'm not coping with temperatures very well. This is the UK, we don't have AC. It's over 20 degrees. When I was growing up, it didn't break 20 degrees in the northwest of England, so I'm not always 100% okay with that, but it shouldn't expand to such a severe level of depression in me. Now, as I've said, this is the most stable I've been. Pretty much every other summer of my life I will have struggled to make videos like this. I've spoken quite candidly on here when I've been in some of my worst places, and I don't intend to change that. But I think it's important for me to mention that this exists because I think a lot of people sort of brush SAD off as that, oh yeah, winter, darkness, people struggle a bit more, when actually something about a seasonal change impacts the hormones that cause your brain to produce serotonin. And it's not great, I'm not here to be like, oh, but it's fine, because it's not. It's never fine to feel like you can't do your usual things, and as a person who tends to be incredibly busy at all times, when this hits, it feels kind of like wind knocked out of my sails understates it. Like I've been punched in the gut and I'm kind of struggling to get on with everything. I don't want everything I work so hard for to fall apart because of something out of my control. Like I say, this is more managed than it ever has been in my life, but I'm still noticing how much more down I am. about life. Depression is difficult to describe because when you explain the symptoms, they are things that everyone has, just not for such a prolonged period of time. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if you are struggling and you've not got any support in place, please talk to your doctor. If you're a student, talk to your uni. Sometimes they can get you counselling and things faster. But I get sad in the summer. And whilst as a biologist I understand fully and chemically why it happens, it doesn't really help with the fact that right now, on this beautiful sunny day, I'm sad. I hope you guys found this video vaguely informative. I don't always do the just sitting down and talking to you guys thing anymore, and that is really why I started this channel. But if you did, I don't want to say enjoy this video, but found it informative, give me a cheeky like and subscribe. Leave me a comment letting me know how you cope if you are someone who suffers with sad or just depression as a whole. I understand it can be a difficult topic to talk about, but I'm always on Twitter if you want to talk. You know, I've been there. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.